My name is Thomas Biersteker. I'm from the Graduate Institute in Geneva, where I teach international relations and political science. I'm also the director of the Center for the Study of International Governance at the Institute and the director of policy research. I have, at the moment, 5 different projects that I'm working on. 2 funded by the Swiss National Science Foundation, one on pedagogy and international relations, another on institutional reform within the UN system and its consequences for the effectiveness of different UN agencies. I also have several projects on international sanctions, one which is looking at the relationship between UN sanctions and UN mediation efforts, and that's likely going to be funded by the Swiss government probably in the next week or so. And also an ongoing project updating sanctions app, which is an app created to make UN sanctions information available to practitioners, particularly practitioners working at the UN in New York. And the 5th project, actually the reason I'm here at the University of Sydney, is a project that I started literally decades ago, a project I started with my former PhD thesis supervisor, Hayward Elker, the late Hayward Elker from MIT. We started this in the 1970s, late 1970s, to start looking at what we called the dialectics of world order when we first started. Now, with revisions about a decade ago, just before Hayward passed away, we changed it to the dialectics of world orders. And we completed 6 of the 7 chapters about 10 years ago, and my goal here over the next few months is to update those 6 and to draft a concluding chapter with the inputs of yourself and your colleagues here at the University of Sydney.